Coming up, Aclara Resources shares are up just over 500% in the past year as investors zero in on who can build rare earth supply chains outside China. For more on that strategy, we'll be talking to the Aclara CEO. That's next. Coming up, Aclara Resources is up just over 500% over the past year. Remember, it's a little dip today. It's been driven by interest in rare earth processing and separation, the most constrained part of the supply chain, with China dominating that step. Attention has turned to who can execute it elsewhere. For more, we're joined now by Ramon Barua, the CEO of Aclara Resources. Ramon, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Roger, for inviting me.
You're looking to take on China. They dominate this sector, and specifically that separation issue. How do you see yourself taking them on?
Sure. Look, our strategy is focused on doing that on an integrated basis. No, we are very fortunate to have two ionic clay deposits. These type of deposits are copy-paste. They're exactly the same as the ones that China have in their southern provinces. And the main attributes there are that the metallurgy is extremely simple, and they also contain the heavy rare earths that, as you probably know, are the most valuable rare earths of them all. But not only do we have the mines and the concentration stages, but we have also announced the development of separation technology in the US. We're developing that technology at Virginia Tech University with the intention of deploying that technology in a plant to be built in the state of Louisiana. So I think that integrated approach differentiates us from other competitors, given that we will be able to deliver from mine to magnet a solution that is exactly what the U.S. and its allies require right now.
And why do from mine to magnet? Why not just focus on one specific area?
Yes, that was our original plan, but the problem is that the integration with the other stages is rather complex. No, it's not that simple, and we believe that there are significant synergies in terms of costs, speed to market, and operational efficiencies by doing it all together. No, so we believe that through this strategy, we're going to be able to deliver sooner and more cost efficient than any other company in the world, the magnets with heavy rare earths that are needed in the technological industries that require them.
Now, with Virginia Tech and the laboratory partnership you have going, or the Argonne National Laboratory Partnership, it's only a pilot plant. How close are you to the real thing?
Sure. Look, the pilot plant is really the key ingredient. No, once you develop the technology, once you are able to have the ability to separate rare earths, a technology that is specifically designed for our two ionic clay deposits, then deploying that in Louisiana will be rather straightforward. No, the equipment is not sophisticated. It's basically mixer settlers, which are tanks with agitators and pumps. So it's not too complex. The key is designing, how the chemical equilibrium will occur in a series of around 350 to 400 tons. No, hence also our partnership with the Argonne National Laboratory. With them, we're developing a digital twin. Where in the pilot plant, we're going to generate at least a couple of years of data that will be fed into this digital twin in order to minimize the risk of ramp up and, again, chemical equilibrium in this sophisticated plant.
And with all this, I mean, the heavy metals, a lot of people have the rare earths, and people look and think it's very dirty. How are you trying to offset the footprint that you may leave behind with this?
Certainly, that's a great question, especially because we have a great answer. No, the reality is that the type of deposit that we have, again, the ionic clays, here. The extraction of the rare earths from those clays is rather easy. The chemical bonding is a very weak bond, and we're able to extract that using just water and ammonium sulfate, which is a common fertilizer. Through the process that we have designed, we do not use any explosives. There's no crushing, there's no milling. We're able to fully recirculate water with 95% efficiency, and we fully recirculate the fertilizer in our system. And most importantly, we do not concentrate radioactivity in our concentrate. We have already achieved a purity of around 97.7%. That's something that we published in our feasibility study from our mine in Brazil. We are targeting a higher number than that in order to bring the product as clean as possible into the U.S. for separation.
Okay, and now you're on the TSX. Anything, and you're going to build this plant down in Louisiana. Do you see any place in Canada that you could be working with?
Not right now. No, we've made a very thorough analysis in order to determine where the best place for the plant was. We have chosen the state of Louisiana because we have acquired an LED certified site that already has most of the permitting already pre-approved by the state. We are also in the process of receiving economic grants in the form of tax exemptions and certain very direct grants from the state as well. There's access to the chemicals that we're going to be needing as reagents in the state. And there's also a very, knowledgeable workforce and consultants near Lake Charles, where we plan on building our plant. So we're very happy with our decision, and we're right now 100% focused on that. In the future, we're looking for other alternatives. No, we have 2 mines, as I mentioned. We don't want to stop there. We're looking for more mines. We're active on the exploration front. And Brazil is a country also that has that is advancing itself to position as a hub for rare earths development. No? So we have not discarded. As a matter of fact, we're looking very seriously at a second separation plant, probably in Brazil in the future.
And we are pretty much out of time, but how much do you hope to produce when things get going, and how would that compare to China? I need about 15 seconds answer here.
Yes, in terms of heavy rare earths, we are going to be producing around 15% of China's official production of heavy rare earths.
Perfect. We have to wrap it up there, Ramon, but thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.